Hey everybody, this is Andrew from T is for Tech, and today I'm going to be taking a look at this microphone from a company called TONOR. Now I did do a video on TONOR on the channel for a different microphone a little while back, and this is one of their newer microphones. Again, this is the TONOR TC30 USB condenser microphone, and I did pick this up off of Amazon. It features plug-and-play compatibility. They're saying clear sound, cardioid pattern pickup from the actual microphone itself, and it really gives you everything you need to do recording on your computer, right? So get a little bit of a desk stand and a pop filter, all of that kind of built in. So it should be kind of like a one-stop shop for recording audio on your computer. So we're going to do a quick unboxing of this today, take a look at what you get in the package, and then what I'm going to do is jump over to the computer and record kind of the tail end of this video with the actual microphone so you can hear what it sounds like. So if you want to check out this device or anything else about TONOR, you can go to their website at tonormic.com. Again, I bought this off of Amazon. You can get this off of Amazon. They do have quite a few different microphones, and they are pretty popular on Amazon. So this is a new one, like I said, and we're going to take a look. So you get a 2-year warranty. Reach out to their email support if you have any problems. Get the instruction manual, typical thing, a couple languages. Talks about the actual specifications of the device. So it has a cardioid polar pattern. Sample rate is 48 kilohertz, 16-bit. Frequency response is 50 hertz to 20 kilohertz. Signal to noise ratio of 68 decibels. And a 2-meter length of cable, so that's pretty good. And you get in the box, you get the microphone, you get a shock mount, tripod, USB cable, and this paperwork. And there's a little bit of information around setting up for Mac or setting up for Windows. So that's that, and we'll just kind of take this out. So right away, you can take a look and see that this is the pop filter. This is pretty nicely made. This part is plastic, but this part is metal. I don't know what kind of metal. It feels like maybe steel. I don't think it's aluminum, but it's kind of a nice pop filter that you get with the microphone. Obviously, you also get the USB-C cable. And then you get the microphone. It's already kind of mounted in the stand. This is the type of shock mount that you might see on other devices. It's kind of just rubber, not rubber bands, but you get the idea. It's a bunch of just crisscrossing rubber things that then hold this in. So as you can see, you can jiggle it around, but it's isolated from the actual mount. Again, nice little stand here. Put it down on your desk and kind of move it all around. Now, the one thing you'll notice here is a lot of the other microphones are side address microphones. So you will have to speak into the side of it depending on where the microphone is placed or mounted. This one is a top address. So the actual microphone condenser pickup is right underneath this. So you talk into this kind of like you hold the microphone and you would talk into it. So this one on the desk, if you have it pointed towards your face, you want to speak into this piece, which again is why if you then look at the way that the pop filter kind of snaps into this piece, then you'll see that it sits right there. So you basically just speak right into this area. So again, this is really well made. It feels, it's all mostly plastic, I think, except for these legs are obviously metal. This piece is metal. The microphone itself is pretty much, I think, all plastic except for the metal grill at the top. But it's not a cheap feeling microphone. It's not cheap feeling materials. It feels pretty well made. So yeah, it looks nice. Definitely an attractive microphone. And I like the fact that you basically, like I said, you get everything you need. You get the cable, you get the stand, you get the pop filter. So there should be nothing that you would need for this if you want to do recording, audio recording of yourself. I'm sure this can probably be used also for any number of musical instruments and that sort of thing. Seems like it would be very versatile in that respect. This does have a screw mount base, so if you do have another microphone stand, I'll have to look up the dimension of that and see if it's a standard size or not. It looks a little bit like a thinner thread, so I'm not sure, but you do have a base that you can probably screw onto other microphone stands, or find an adapter to work with most microphone stands. If you don't want to have it on this little stand, you can probably put it on something else. But all in all, pretty compact, pretty nice device. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to jump over to the computer, and I'm just going to record some various talking and my voice, and then also listen back to it while I'm doing it, so I can give you some feedback as to what I think it sounds like. Hey everybody, this is Andrew. So I'm back. I'm at my computer now, and I notice when I'm looking at the screen, I'm looking down, but up here is where the camera is. So how you guys doing? Sorry, I'm not going to be looking right in your eye to eye, I guess. But yeah, so I just did the unboxing of this just a second ago here, and I've got it hooked up to the computer and did a little bit of adjustment with the sound settings in Windows. I've got this around 75% in Windows because the microphone itself does not have a gain adjustment on it. So I was tweaking it and kind of messing around to get it to this point. So I think the level should be okay from a sound perspective. Now, I'm using this Power Record, Power Rec software, so I'm not really sure if it does anything and messes with the sound, because a couple times I've done some recordings with this, even using my Blue Yeti microphone, which is right here, and it kind of messes up the sound. I don't know if it does some different post-processing or whatever, but usually the sound doesn't come across as good using this Power Record. So I'm going to jump into Premiere at the end here and do a little recording of this through Premiere as well to see if it sounds any different. I'm not really sure if it will or not at this point, but just wanted to mention that. So this is the listing on Amazon for this microphone. As you can see, it looks like it does when I unboxed it. And I do really like the format of this. Like I said, you can see it here. I mean, it's nicely set up for this kind of desktop scenario where you're sitting at your desk and you want to talk into the microphone. I think it's a perfect for that, right? My other microphone I have on kind of on a boom arm, and it's always in my face. I kind of like the this one kind of sits on the desk and you can just talk into it like I'm talking into it. So just to go over a few other things, since I have the Amazon listing up, that I may have not mentioned in the prior video. And it mostly around I think I mentioned taking the shock mount off of the stand and putting it onto a different stand. And you can see here, it basically says, the shock mount can be unscrewed and attached to a boom arm that has a 5/8 inch thread. And if you have a different thread, like a 3/8 inch thread, you need an adapter. So that's just one thing. I wasn't sure of the thread size when I did the unboxing over there. So it is 5/8, and then you can get an adapter if you have a different thread. And I'm sure you can find all that stuff on Amazon if you needed it. So again, this thing runs $29.99. I did purchase this off of Amazon, like I mentioned. Cardioid pattern. Looks like this. It's got the rod on the top for the built-in pop filter, which I think works pretty good, because like I said, I did do some recording to kind of get a little bit of a test here, and to me the pop filter works, sounds good, pretty decent representation and reproduction of my voice, at least the voice that I have in my head sounds like this. so it's pretty decent. So yeah, so this is this is the microphone, this is the setup, and hopefully this sounds good. Like I said, I won't really know until I put it into my editing software and then see what it sounds like. So what I'm going to do now is basically jump over into Premiere, and I'll record just my thoughts of this in Premiere based on me reviewing the screen recording with the sound. So I did review that, and I think the sound quality is about the same when I'm recording it either through Premiere or that screen recording software that I had mentioned before. So it may be a little bit different. That might be just a little bit cleaner and clearer in Premiere. So again, I don't know if that software is doing any post-production or any kind of processing of the of the recording as you're doing it through the microphone or not. It may be. I'm not really sure. So, but really, overall, I think it sounds the same because I did a little bit of testing on either of these, both in Premiere and in that software. So all in all, like I really do think that this microphone is a pretty good deal, especially for $30. Definitely for this sort of podcasting, vocal recording, talking using Skype, e-learning today, for this whole pandemic thing. Everyone really kind of needs a higher quality microphone for taking those sorts of e-learning classes and all that. And I think this would work great for that as well. So all in all, 2 thumbs up from me on this microphone. If you have any questions, you can post those in the YouTube video. If you're watching this on Amazon, maybe give it a helpful thumbs up, from the review perspective. That'd be awesome. This is Andrew from TS for Tech. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.